In today's show, PayPal Bitcoin rumor boost a $12,000 Bitcoin price rally chances. That's right, sudden suggestions that Bitcoin support is coming to both PayPal and Venmo is causing traders to reassess the likelihood of a Bitcoin bull run. Taking a look at this tweet from Max Keiser talking about a global hash war. He goes on to share, Bitcoin's built-in game theory strikes again. PayPal seeing Square making a killing with Bitcoin is forced to take on Bitcoin or suffer huge competitive consequences. Global hash war is coming. And then we had Jameson share, PayPal seized my Bitcoin. How do I get it back? Some poor pleb in the future. Now, I have to stress this. I've had so many PayPal accounts shut down over the years, and once they shut you down, they freeze your assets for 6 months. So this is a great point. How much can you trust a centralized authority such as PayPal with your Bitcoin? We're going to be discussing this here in today's show. Also, in today's episode, Mike Novogratz says the Bitcoin price to reach $20,000 as the Fed prints and buys too many dollars. That's right. He goes on to share, as excessive amounts of USD continue to flood the economy, the dollar could experience massive devaluation. Novogratz added, to fight these adverse consequences, people are using Bitcoin as a hedge for that. As such, he continued that, it will surprise me if we don't take down that $10,000 soon. And after that, you're going to see $14,000 and then $20,000. I'll be breaking down these bullish price predictions for you here in today's show. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. Yesterday, the entire market started surging. Once again, most of the major cryptos are back in the green, but where's the Bitcoin price likely to go from here? Find out all this, plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day, so be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium Crypto News Alerts. And before we kick off today's show, if interested in learning from the Wall Street legend who picked Apple back in 2003 and Bitcoin in 2016 as he shares his #1 pick for the 2020s, they're calling it the investment of the decade. Right now, there is a mad rush in corporate America. It involves Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and Facebook. They're all betting on a new technology that the World Economic Forum projects will soar 295,000% over 7 years, but it's not AI, the Internet of Things, or 5G. To discover what it is, click the link below this video in the description to watch this exclusive presentation by the one and only Tika Tiwari. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV, and let's kick it off by diving into today's top story of the day. Both PayPal and Venmo rumors surfaced of a Bitcoin support option being added, and the market started surging shortly after, ironically enough. So let's discuss what this means for the Bitcoin market. Bitcoin coming to PayPal and Venmo must be a rumor, but some of the crypto's best known names are turning bullish. As the news hit, the payment processor was allegedly planning crypto buying and selling for its 305 million users. Bitcoin spiked to test resistance at $9,600. Max Keiser says PayPal will fuel a global hash war. Despite PayPal declining to confirm its plans, a wave of optimism has since flooded social media with various figures welcoming the move while highlighting its irony. Then we had this Bitcoin account tweet, slowly, then suddenly, hashtag Bitcoin. Then they go on to reference fintech giant PayPal plans to offer direct sales of crypto to its 325 million users, according to 3 people familiar with the matter, and this is reported from CoinDesk. So quite interesting to say the least, right? And for RT's host, Max Keiser of the Keiser Report, he says the move appeared tied to competitive advantage. Square, the sister company of Twitter, rolled out Bitcoin support with great success last year. I know Square numbers have been absolutely crushing it. And taking a look at this tweet from Max Keiser, Bitcoin's built-in game theory strikes again. PayPal seeing Square making a killing with Bitcoin is forced to take on Bitcoin or suffer huge competitive consequences. Global hash war is coming. Then Preston Pish responded, governments around the world start nationalizing mining operations. Has anyone run that scenario? And Matt responded, really makes you think. And Preston Pish responded, and guess what? They ain't selling the supply, they'll mine. Haha. The sense of satisfaction among Bitcoin proponents may well be warranted. PayPal has made a name for itself in recent years as a crypto critic, declining to entertain the idea of supporting it. That's accurate. And at the same time, technical problems and the pitfalls of being a fiat intermediary means that PayPal has, in fact, become a subliminal advertisement for Bitcoin's benefits. Should the company begin offering Bitcoin, however, those same issues may plague new users. Now, this is a great point to pay very close attention to. As noted by developer Jameson Lopp, says PayPal may extend its ability to freeze or isolate users and funds without notice to crypto wallets within accounts under its control. Keep in mind that PayPal and Venmo are both centralized. Taking a look at Jameson's tweet, PayPal seized my Bitcoin. How do I get it back? Some poor pleb in the future. And this has been so accurate, at least for me as an affiliate marketer over the years. I've had so many PayPal accounts freezed, and when they do so, they freeze your assets and you can't touch them for 6 months. So I can only imagine what a centralized authority such as PayPal or Venmo could potentially do with your so-called decentralized Bitcoin cryptocurrency. If I was you, I'd keep your Bitcoin off of PayPal and Venmo, especially even with offering support, and store your crypto in a cold storage wallet such as a Nano Ledger or Trezor device. That's the only way your Bitcoin is going to be safe. So ironic enough that they're contemplating introducing Bitcoin support. Now, obviously, they're seeing the massive losses they're experiencing by not accepting it and not supporting it. So it's all ironic at the end of the day, isn't it? So all eyes on a $12,000 Bitcoin. Meanwhile, the news has caused analysts to alter their outlook on the Bitcoin price action. A push above 9,600 increases the chances of 5 figures returning, at which point a breakout of 12,000 is already a firm possibility. For Twitter account trader George, current levels provide the last chance saloon for bears wanting to short Bitcoin. Here's what he had to share on crypto Twitter. If you're a bear, this is where you short, in my opinion. Swept the highs right into daily supply, clean and validation level. I'm in a short here because I think if we start breaking above 9.9 thousand to 10,000s, we see $12,000 plus. And then he goes on to share, what I'm trying to say is that you won't get a better RR short than here, in my opinion. And Cointelegraph Markets analyst Michael Van de Poppe agrees. In a video update this week, he repeated his argument that strength in Bitcoin is there for a push towards 12,000 should new resistance levels become support. The current behavior is similar to the grinding seen before Bitcoin's bullish phase in 2019, he added. And now taking a look at the overall crypto market, we're maintaining above that $9,600 support since yesterday, with Bitcoin up 1.5%. I'd love to see BTC retest that critical psychological resistance of 10,000 so we can smash 5 figures once and for all, and retest 10,500 before we can expect to move on up to 12,000 as Mike Novogratz and other analysts are predicting. We have Ethereum up 2% for the day, now trading at $242. Ethereum has been surging. You already know how I feel regarding Chainlink and Ethereum. I believe they're two of the most undervalued cryptocurrencies in the alt market. We have Chainlink up about 4.5% for the day, trading at $4.57. XRP down 0.28%, one of the few top alts in the red. Are you bullish or bearish on XRP? I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments right down below. And then we have Miss Litecoin up 0.3%, trading at $44. And now for our next story of the day. Mike Novogratz says Bitcoin price to reach 20K as the Fed prints and buys too many dollars. Let's break it down. Former Wall Street hedge fund manager and prominent investor Mike Novogratz recently said that Bitcoin could break the coveted $10,000 mark soon and jump to 20K just like that. He also noted that the digitalization of money has begun worldwide and the US needs to catch up with other nations such as China. So Bitcoin to 20K. Novogratz is the CEO of the crypto investment firm Galaxy Investment Partners and a longtime Bitcoin proponent. In mid-2019, he predicted that Bitcoin would return return to its all-time high price of 20,000 by the end of the year, which obviously did not happen. The primary crypto descended in value towards the end of 2019, and Novogratz made another forecast that it will finish 2020 at about 12,000. In a recent interview, however, he appeared much more bullish regarding the upcoming price developments, while he refuted any assumptions that Bitcoin could displace the dollar as the main currency in the US anytime soon. He did note that people are tuning to Bitcoin and gold for the same reasons, which could ultimately boost the prices, talking about using it as a safe haven asset or to hedge against the US dollar. Here's what he's quoted saying: "Why are people buying Bitcoin? They're buying it because of the same reason they're buying gold. Gold is on the highs. Bitcoin has come from being sold off below 5,000 and it's back at almost $10,000. That's a fact, because people worry that the Fed and the Treasury are printing and buying too many dollars. We got this unholy alliance between huge fiscal stimulus by the Treasury and the Fed financing the whole thing. Now, what happens when the Fed prints trillions and trillions of dollars in the name of quantitative easing? It devalues the dollar. So why would anyone in their right mind right now be stacking dollars in the bank when you could be stacking sats, Bitcoin, gold, and safe haven assets of the like that can hedge against the dollar? Therefore, as excessive amounts of USD continue to flood the economy, the dollar could experience a massive devaluation." Novogratz added, "To fight these adverse consequences, people are using Bitcoin as a hedge for that. As such," he continued, "that it will surprise me if we don't take down that $10,000 soon, and after that, you're going to see 14,000, which was last year's high, and then $20,000, which is the all-time high set back in December of 2017. It's also worth noting that another prominent investor and hedge fund manager, Paul Tudor Jones III, also believes that Bitcoin can serve as a hedge in these times of economic uncertainty. You can say that again. He said recently that he's purchasing the asset to fight possible inflation rate increases. Now, for Paul Tudor Jones, considered one of the most influential investors of our times, to be investing 1 to 2% of his overall portfolio into Bitcoin is a pretty big deal. We're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars. Now let's talk about money digitalization. Novogratz also touched upon the topic of transitioning into a financial system entirely dominated by electronic transactions. He said that 93% of all transactions in China are completed electronically, while the US seems to be falling behind. He's quoted sharing, "We're moving into a digital era and we're still talking quarters versus nickels. We need to get our act on the ball fast or the US is going to fall way behind. It's almost impossible for me to think that at some period of time we won't have stable coins or crypto version of the dollar. They will really become what we are transacting." So let me know your thoughts surrounding a $20,000 Bitcoin price prediction for this year. Do you feel it will happen? Do you feel we'll fall short? Where do you think the Bitcoin price will likely be by December of 2020? Let me know your thoughts in the comments right down below. And now, before checking out the overall crypto market cap, let's actually take a look at some of the top exchanges in the market. We can see a sea of green. Binance up 61% with 4.8 billion in volume. Hobby Global up a whopping 58% with 4.1 billion in volume. OKEX up 26% with 2.7 billion in volume, and BitMEX down 1.9% with 1.5 billion in volume. And now checking out the overall crypto market cap, we're sitting at 273 billion with 70 billion in volume in the past 24 hours, and the current BTC dominance is 64.7% according to Coin Market Cap. And now taking a look at the top gainers within the top 100, we have Bancor up almost 17%, trading at $1.05. Bitcoin Diamond up 15.5%, trading at 71 cents. Ren up 11%, trading at 14.8 cents. Compound up 10%, trading at $297. DX Chain Token up almost 10%, trading at 0.001. And Theta up 8%, trading at 24 cents. Out of this list, which altcoins in particular are you most bullish on right now? Let me know in the comments below. And now taking a look at the biggest losers, we have Aave down 16%, trading at 13 cents. Zilliqa down 4%, trading at just below 2 cents. Kyber Network down 3.5%, trading at $1.19. Golem down 3.2%, trading just below 6 cents. Horizon down 2.7%, trading at $6.74. And Loopring down 2.7%, trading at 8.5 cents. And as I scroll down, you can just see this list of the losers. There's not as many in comparison to the top gainers. I'd say probably about 80% of the market right now is in the green. And now taking a look at the BitMEX margins, we can see, the bulls are still in control, leading with about 83 million in superiority in the last 24 hours, with longs leading 53.12% versus 46.88% shorts. Are you currently bullish or bearish? Holla at your boy. And now taking a look at one of my favorite indicators is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Shows we're currently rated a 41 in fear. Yesterday was a 38 in fear, last week a 39 in fear, and last month a 43, all of which is in fear, interestingly enough, right? And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign that investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for correction. And I want to encourage you to check out the description right below this video by clicking show more in the description right down below for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the market. This goes for all 458 videos right here on my channel. Also have some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including the blog to my podcast, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Not only is this updated every day, it also allows you to download the latest episode of the show in MP3 format. Also, be sure to subscribe on YouTube if you haven't yet already done so. Smash that subscribe button and be sure to smash the like button as well, so YouTube helps share some love to the show on the YouTube algorithm. And also you can go to the direct link, cryptonewsalerts.net, to subscribe directly. Also, I appreciate your continued support on all the major podcasting platforms, including Apple's iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher Radio. It's greatly appreciated. You can also follow us on Twitter to receive daily crypto news alerts. My Twitter handle is cryptonewsyes. And for those of you active on Facebook, as I am, I do have a private crypto Facebook group entitled Crypto Alchemy with over 17,000 strong from all over the world. To become a part of this, simply click this link, request to join, and I'll be sure to plug you in. And for those of you active on Telegram, as I am, I do have a crypto Telegram chat. To join this, click this link. You'll automatically be added, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you personally on the inside. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto revolution. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts. And in the meantime, let's sit back, relax, grab yourself a crypto cocktail, and let's watch this Bitcoin go straight to the moon. And real quick before I go, if interested in learning from the Wall Street legend himself, Tudor, who picked Apple back in 2003 and Bitcoin in 2016 as he shares his #1 pick for the 2020s, they're calling it the investment of the decade. Right now there is a mad rush in corporate America. It involves Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and Facebook. They're all betting on a new technology that the World Economic Forum projects will soar 295,000% over 7 years. But it's not AI, the Internet of Things, or 5G. To discover what it is, click the link below this video in the description. It's going to take you here to this page to watch this exclusive presentation by the one and only Tudor. Enjoy it, and I look forward to catching you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.